So my concern here is the extreme cold. I'm not sure the digital track can take it. We have a really big issue where the bottom of the track, the rails are exposed, and essentially they're going to be sitting on water, right? Like the snow's not completely frozen. I'm sure it could conduct electricity. And so this whole track might just cause one big short. The control unit, yeah, it does have a built-in inline fuse, but it's not meant to take that kind of voltage. And I also want to point out that there's enough snow on the ground now that and the track is so light that the track is going to be just sitting on top of the snow. No problem. It's not going to be touching the bare ground at any point, so it's not going to get any kind of grounding effect. So we're not going to pull a Kyle Hill here and use any kind of like chemicals to protect the rails. No, we're going in bare. And as a father of 2 kids, I'm quite used to going in bare. And as you can see, the slot car is running just fine. As a matter of fact, it's getting even faster. Now, normally, as a car warms up, you wouldn't see such a dramatic increase of speed. But because of how much colder it was, it's a lot colder than it normally would be, right? So that's why you're not going to see it increase in speed this much. Now, as you can see, the slot car appears to be operating fine. Also, don't freeze your slot car and think you're going to like thaw it out or put it in the fridge and think it's going to like thaw out and get like a bigger boost of speed. It's going to be at the peak. From room temperature to driving, actually making it colder is going to make you much slower in the race. Let me just stop the video right here and explain. If you hear a double beep or a triple beep or any kind of weird beeps, unexplainable as you're driving, turn off your control unit and wipe the track down. Because what that's trying to say is the control unit has like a built-in inline fuse, but sometimes there's like a small short that's not enough to trip the fuse inside your control unit. And what's happening is you're making errors in your control unit. That can actually hurt the unit. I do keep driving though because I think maybe there's just some moisture on either the control unit or the car. It's going to go away as I keep driving. And then the beeping it feels to me like it's starting to get a little bit worse. So I start taking some B-roll footage of the cars going around the turns. And as I'm taking whatever your perspective of the rail is, I start to smell something. And for those of you who don't live in a snowy climate, when you're in like wintertime, the humidity gets low, so you can actually smell things a lot easier. So this very well could have just been the tires burning, but not wanting to risk any electrical magical smoke coming out of my control unit, I just turned it off. So if you're curious whether this control unit's gonna keep working, even I don't know that. Also, make sure to check out my video on subscriber bots, and I just want to answer the question, will Carrera Digital work on bare Canadian snow? No. No, don't do it. It's not built for that. Now, maybe if I had something underneath the unit, I think it would have been all right, but maybe we'll test that later, okay? Anyways, bye, guys.